The Christopher Taylor murder trial has entered its second week now. Taylor, the Austin police officer accused or actually shot and killed Michael Ramos. He's accused of murdering Ramos after responding to a 911 call back in April of 2020. Two more witnesses took the stand earlier today. KVUE's Isabella Basco has been following the trial for us and joins us now in the studio to break down what happened today. Isabella.
Brian, the defense kicked off day 6 of testimony, questioning a witness who took the stand, that Sergeant Daniel Morales, who was the lead detective in this case. The defense cross-examined Morales, asking him to walk them through the Travis County District Attorney's involvement when it comes to officer-involved shootings. One of Taylor's attorneys, Doug O'Connell, also asked Morales what he thought about releasing videos from his case to the community, with Morales saying he was hesitant as an investigator. He would have preferred to preserve the integrity of the case rather than releasing the information to the public too early. In their cross-examination, the defense asked Morales about his take on how officers should handle situations where a suspect may or may not have a gun.
Just because a suspect says, "I don't have a gun," that doesn't mean the police should assume he's telling the truth, right?
Correct, sir.
And when a subject that police have been told is armed and has a gun, when a subject like that tells the police to put down their guns, you'd agree an officer putting their gun down would be a bad idea.
Yes, sir.
Now, the next witness the state brought up was Corporal Michael Decker with Austin Police Department, who's taught a course on high-risk traffic stops. The state questioned Decker about training officers on the use of commands. The state also asking Decker what officers should do to verbally de-escalate a situation. Decker saying officers can use a person's name and being transparent about what's happening.
You don't always, based on the situation, get a perfect world scenario. In law enforcement, you very rarely will get that. So in teaching the class and brainstorming with it, we have to recognize that there's times where it's not going to be on a highway where we have 4 lanes of traffic and traffic is stopped and everything is fine and safe. We have to deal with parking lots and cul-de-sacs and things like that. And based on the diagram that I've seen, their positioning was within the way it was trained.
The defense didn't question Decker today. Now, since the state has advanced the theory that Ramos was scared of the police and feared he would shoot him if he complied, the defense argued this should open the door for Ramos's criminal history, the judge initially making a ruling against that. However, she allowed the defense to ask these questions. Was he arrested before? And in those previous arrests, was he injured by the police? Or was there a special investigations unit investigations? The questions could only be answered yes or no. Now, day 7 of testimony starts back up tomorrow morning, and we'll be there to follow it. Brian and Ashley?